Why people drank radioactive water for health in the early 1900s, and how glowing miracle waters captivated society. In the early 1900s, people believed glowing water could cure almost anything. From elites sipping radium-laced tonics to everyday citizens chasing a miracle health boost, this was a world where science, superstition, and danger collided in ways that seem unbelievable today. At the turn of the 20th century, the discovery of radioactivity by Marie and Pierre Curie fascinated the world. People weren't just intrigued, they were convinced it had healing powers. Springs rich in naturally radioactive elements were marketed as miracle waters, promising to cure fatigue, arthritis, and even tuberculosis. In the United States and Europe, spa towns like Saratoga Springs and Bath, England boomed as visitors flocked to bathe and drink these waters. Doctors often recommended them, and advertisements claimed glowing water could rejuvenate the body, mind, and spirit. In many ways, it was the perfect mix of scientific awe and human desire for quick cures until the hidden dangers began to show. Radium, a newly discovered element, was everywhere in popular imagination. Scientists knew it emitted energy, but the public thought of it as pure vitality. From pills to water to cosmetics, companies exploited this fascination. Radium-infused water promised energy, longevity, and beauty. Some bottles even glowed faintly, giving a magical, almost supernatural aura. Celebrities and aristocrats flaunted their health elixirs, believing in scientific miracles. The media amplified these claims with eye-catching illustrations and glowing testimonials. People trusted the new science blindly, unaware that radium was radioactive poison. Society's excitement over glowing water reflected a rare moment where science, marketing, and desire for eternal youth merged, setting the stage for a fascinating and deadly cultural phenomenon. From Europe to America, glowing water became a staple of health culture. Doctors recommended it to cure nervous disorders, anemia, and even digestive issues. Spas advertised that their water had natural radioactive properties, claiming it revitalized the blood and organs. Patients traveled hundreds of miles, drawn by posters boasting glowing springs and radiant testimonials. The marketing genius was simple. Show a bottle glowing in the sun, and the human mind connected it to vitality and life force. Newspapers and magazines printed stories of people who felt rejuvenated and energized, creating a self-reinforcing belief system. No one imagined that long-term exposure could lead to radiation sickness, hair loss, and even cancer. The craze was unstoppable. Advertising played a huge role in the radioactive water craze. Companies claimed radium and uranium-infused waters could cure fatigue, depression, and aging. Eye-catching posters showed glowing bottles, healthy people, and radiant landscapes, suggesting mystical health powers. In America, radium springs became synonymous with wellness and prestige, while in Europe, luxury spa towns promoted their waters with glowing testimonials. Print media exaggerated claims, and doctors often participated, unaware of the long-term effects. People eagerly bought these products at high prices, trusting scientific authority and visual appeal over caution. It was a lesson in how marketing, media, and human desire for health could override common sense, with deadly consequences lurking unseen. The faint luminescence of radioactive water fascinated everyone. People saw it as a visual proof of power and wellness. The glow implied energy, vitality, even magic. Some bottles were deliberately engineered to glow with trace radium, while naturally radioactive springs offered a subtle shimmer. Elite socialites, used glowing water at dinner parties, sharing tales of miraculous rejuvenation. Newspapers published photographs of luminous bottles, reinforcing the idea that seeing was believing. The visual spectacle was key. Humans are wired to trust what they can observe, and a faint glow over water created a psychological illusion of health. This simple optical phenomenon became the signature symbol of an era obsessed with science, status, and wellness. High society embraced radioactive water as a status symbol. Celebrities, socialites, and wealthy families flaunted their glowing elixirs at parties and spas, believing it promoted youth and beauty. Newspaper columns and gossip magazines reported glowing testimonials, radiant skin, renewed energy, and improved moods. Doctors' endorsements added legitimacy. The elite's obsession trickled down to middle-class citizens who aspired to mimic these habits. People spent fortunes on water, pills, and even cosmetics infused with radium, believing they were investing in longevity. Yet behind the glamour, dangerous radiation exposure quietly accumulated. The era perfectly captured the collision of science, fashion, and social ambition, making glowing water both a luxurious indulgence and a silent health risk. Doctors and health experts often endorsed radioactive water. At first, scientific understanding was limited, and some physicians believed small doses could boost energy, blood circulation, and immunity. Radium springs were even prescribed to treat chronic illnesses, and spa visits were framed as therapeutic regimens. Medical journals published glowing reports, which lent credibility to marketing campaigns. Patients trusted the authority of science, associating radium with health rather than harm. This blind trust created a booming industry, with people paying for weekly doses of radioactive water, attending spa rituals, and following strict drinking schedules. Yet the invisible danger radiation poisoning was mounting silently, unseen, until the first cases of illness began to emerge. The craze didn't stop at drinking water. Companies sold radium pills, powders, cosmetics, and even toothpaste. Some women applied glowing creams to their faces, hoping to maintain youthful skin. Radium-laced jewelry was popular, with rings and pendants said to emit health-giving energy. Health food stores and pharmacies stocked radium tonics, claiming they could cure everything from anemia to fatigue. Children sometimes drank radium syrup for growth, with parents believing in miraculous results. Advertisements showed radiant families, glowing with health, masking the silent toxicity of radiation. This period is a stark reminder of how human curiosity and faith in new science can sometimes outpace safety, leading to bizarre and deadly cultural trends. By the 1920s, the first signs of trouble emerged. Users of radium products began showing hair loss, gum disease, and fatigue. Yet the connection to radioactivity wasn't widely recognized. Some doctors started reporting mysterious deaths among spa-goers and radium dial painters, where glowing paint contained dangerous radium. Victims initially seemed healthy, making it hard to link long-term exposure to the illness. Public perception lagged behind scientific findings, and marketing continued unabated. People trusted visual appeal, testimonials, and authority, ignoring the subtle warnings. Slowly, the world began to realize that glowing water, once seen as a miracle, carried serious health risks that would forever change how society approached new scientific discoveries. One of the most infamous cases involved female radium dial painters in the U.S. factories. These women painted watch faces with glowing radium, often licking brushes to shape tips, unknowingly ingesting dangerous amounts of radiation. Initially, symptoms were subtle fatigue, minor gum infections, but soon progressed to jaw deterioration, anemia, and severe illness. These cases drew public attention to the hidden dangers of radium It revealed that even products once marketed as safe and beneficial could have catastrophic consequences. The glowing water craze was part of a larger cultural phenomenon, where radium was everywhere, from beauty products to household items, demonstrating how human fascination with novelty can blind society to real danger. As illnesses increased, skepticism grew. Newspapers began publishing reports of the dangers of radium, and families shared stories of tragic outcomes. Scientists studied the effects, linking long-term exposure to cancer and organ failure. Yet many still clung to the notion of miracle waters, highlighting the difficulty of confronting invisible hazards. This tension between hope, marketing, and science illustrates a fascinating aspect of human behavior. We often embrace novelty first and question consequences later. While the public slowly awakened to the risks, the allure of glowing water lingered, demonstrating how fascination, social trends, and trust in science can sometimes override common sense, with dangerous and lasting results. By the late 1920s and early 1930s, governments and regulatory agencies began taking action. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration and European counterparts imposed stricter regulations on radium products. Some companies were forced to remove radioactive ingredients, and spa water compositions were closely monitored. Public awareness campaigns educated citizens about the hidden dangers of radiation, marking one of the first large-scale consumer safety movements. These measures drastically reduced the popularity of glowing waters, though cultural fascination lingered for decades. The episode underscores a key historical lesson. Society often needs dramatic evidence of harm before fully recognizing and acting against dangerous health fads, no matter how popular or prestigious. The radioactive water craze teaches a timeless lesson about science, trust, and marketing. Humans are drawn to novelty, visible effects, and authoritative claims, which can sometimes overshadow caution. Early 20th century consumers trusted glowing water because it looked magical, carried scientific endorsements, and promised rejuvenation. The eventual health consequences revealed the gap between enthusiasm for innovation and understanding of risk. Today, we can marvel at the ingenuity of marketing and science, while also learning to question extraordinary claims, particularly when they promise miraculous health benefits. This historical episode is both a story of fascination and folly, a reminder that visible miracles can hide invisible dangers. Despite the dangers, the glowing water phenomenon left a lasting cultural imprint. References appeared in literature, advertisements, and even early films as symbols of miracle cures and elite indulgence. The allure of radiant health captivated artists and writers, who used it to comment on human ambition, vanity, and trust in science. Museums today display radium-infused bottles as historical curiosities, reminding visitors of an era when the boundary between science and spectacle blurred. This fascination also influenced early marketing strategies for health products, showing how visual appeal and scientific novelty could shape public behavior lessons that resonate even in modern wellness and beauty industries. Scientists continued to explore radioactivity, fascinated by its properties and potential applications. Experiments with radium aim to harness its energy for medicine, industry, and technology. Unfortunately, early experimentation often ignored safety, leading to tragic outcomes. Laboratories became the frontiers where curiosity met real human risk. The glowing water craze fueled research, proving that public fascination can accelerate scientific inquiry. For better or worse, radium therapy eventually evolved into legitimate medical treatments, like targeted cancer therapy, but the early period of unregulated consumption remains a cautionary tale. It illustrates the delicate balance between innovation, curiosity, and human health, showing how enthusiasm, without understanding, can have lasting consequences. The radioactive water craze left an unexpected legacy in modern culture. Museums showcase glowing bottles as curiosities, while historians study the era as a lesson in human fascination with novelty and science. The story appears in literature, documentaries, and art, reflecting society's struggle to balance curiosity, health, and marketing. Even today, it reminds us how invisible risks can be masked by allure and authority. This chapter of history blends science, glamour, and folly, leaving a cautionary tale about the dangers of blindly chasing health fads without understanding the consequences. Ultimately, the story of glowing water is a vivid reminder of human curiosity and its risks. What seemed like miracle health revealed hidden dangers, shaping how society views science, wellness, and marketing. Next time a new health craze emerges, remember the lessons of the early 1900s. Question, investigate, and think critically before embracing the invisible promises of novelty. History shows that fascination can be captivating, but awareness keeps us safe.